When we watch the stars at night, they appear to move very slowly. This is because the earth keeps moving constantly, all the time without resting. Have you ever wondered whether the earth's rotation and revolution affect us at all? Well, yes, they do. Rotation and revolution are nature's marvels and affect our lives in fascinating ways. Come, let us read about these two movements in detail. Have you ever seen a spinning top? The rotation of the earth on its own axis resembles a spinning top in some ways. Just like a top spins around a line that can be drawn from its top to the bottom, the earth spins around an imaginary line which is called its axis. The axis runs from the north pole of the earth towards the south pole. However, unlike a top, the earth does not slow down or speed up suddenly. It maintains its speed of rotation more or less, and this is what leads to the formation of day and night. Yes, the earth rotates from west to east, which is why we feel that the sun is rising from the east and causing day and night. So during every rotation, the surface of the earth that faces the sun has the day, and the surface that is on the other side of the sun has night. As an entire day has 12 hours of daytime and 12 hours of night time, you can say that it takes 24 hours for the earth to complete one rotation. Along with the causing day and night, rotation also leads to the formation of tides. Each day has its high tide and low tide. This happens because of the two things: the position of the moon and the rotation of the earth. Besides rotating on its own axis, the earth also goes round the sun on an elliptical path. This path is known as the earth's orbit. The movement of the earth around the sun on its orbit is known as revolution. The earth takes 365 days to travel the entire orbit and come back to the position where it starts from. As the revolution of the earth around the sun leads to the occurrence of seasons. So, how do seasons occur? If you look at the animation, you will see that the axis of the earth is not a vertical line but is slightly tilted. This makes some part of the earth come closer to the sun, while some part is away from it. As you can see, starting from the left, the southern hemisphere of the earth is closer to the sun, while the northern hemisphere is away from it. The southern hemisphere thus experiences summer, while the northern hemisphere experiences winter. As the earth moves further in its orbit, the northern hemisphere comes closer to the sun and experiences summer, while the southern hemisphere goes through winter. During the revolution of the earth, as the tilt of the earth's axis takes one part of the earth closer to the sun, alternatively, it causes the seasons of spring and autumn as well. It is mainly observed that during the March April northern hemisphere experiences spring, while the southern hemisphere experiences autumn, and in September October northern hemisphere experiences autumn, while southern hemisphere experiences spring. Did you know, in the old days, people used the earth's rotation to measure the time of the day? To do this, they would make a sundial or a sun clock. As the earth keeps rotating, the shadow cast by the sun or the dial keeps.
A sun clock. The sun is our oldest clock. Here is an easy way that you can tell time by the sun. You will need a paper plate, 2 pencils, and a watch or clock. Put the paper plate on the ground with the pencil in the middle. Draw a line along the shadow and write down the time. Look at the paper plate again in an hour. Did the shadow move? Draw a new line. At the end of the day, you will have a sun clock.